Happy Friday. I would say that I would start this video off not looking rough, but I wouldn't be me if I did that, okay? Because then I would have had to just put tons of makeup on to talk to the camera, and I'm not gonna do that. So, today is November 21st, I think, yeah. And we have like 3 weeks until our vacation. So I'm kind of like in panic mode because I have not really prepped like anything for the most part, like before we like go on vacation. So I'm gonna dye my hair today, surprise. But it is very much in need of it. I can tell that bronzy color keeps coming back, and I've got to dye my hair. So I'm gonna dye my hair today, and hopefully it turns out good before we go on vacation in 3 weeks. So we are going on a 7-night cruise. If you guys don't remember, I think I've mentioned this a couple times now, but yeah, we're going on a 7-night cruise to Coco Cay, the Bahamas, and or Coco Cay, Nassau, and also Puerto Plata. So yeah, we were originally supposed to go to Jamaica and Haiti, but those cruise ports got canceled, so we are going to Puerto Plata and Nassau and Coco Cay, which we're completely fine with. And it's also on a bigger ship than we've been on in the past. We're going on Symphony of the Seas, which is an Oasis class ship if you did not know. And the Oasis class ships have much more to do on them, as well as like they're just bigger and nicer and better all together. So we're really excited about that because this one has like that Central Park area and just the boardwalk area and like all those places. So we're super excited about it. But anyway, all of that to say that I would film a little weekend vlog for you guys. I am just about to dye my hair though. I didn't get black, I got like darkest brown. So it's basically gonna turn out black and then it'll lighten up, I guess. But yeah, anyway, let me just give you an update of the house so far. So I wanna show you something I got. So I got this beautiful wax warmer from TJ Maxx. I'm pretty sure Amazon also sells these, but this wax warmer is so freaking pretty. It matches so nicely with my counter. Like, I'm obsessed. Yeah, it's gorgeous. And I did get a little fall tablecloth that I thrifted to put on this table, and I also thrifted these brass candle warmers. We actually went thrifting for my birthday, so that is what we got. I got these candle warmers. I got these brass candle holders, and they are stunning. I'm like obsessed with these, honestly. They're so pretty. And then also, this is the glass pumpkin that I've had like year after year, but I did finally get all of the curtains up, which I think I mentioned in another vlog, so I won't like go too much on that. But then I also got this from an antique store over the weekend, and it looks so cool. I feel like it goes with the theme really well, and it's just very boho-esque, you know? And then I have all the other stuff out, and then I got this runner rug or runner tablecloth thing also from the thrift store over the weekend, and like it looks stunning. And I can't wait to get some console tables to actually go right here, because I just have our 6 cube because we mounted our TVs on the wall. So the 6 cube is okay for now, but I do want to get 2 console tables that are almost the length of the entire couch, so that way I feel like it just makes it look a little bit better, and it also is gonna match better. But yeah, I've got that going so far. And then also I'm gonna show you guys my office, because me and Nathan actually organized it a little bit better and got some stuff going for it. So for my office, I did get a little floating shelf up right here until I can get some other ones, just to kind of display some of the artwork that I've done. And then also I have another 4 cube in here that's not gonna live here forever, but that's going in here for now. Actually, it might live here forever. I might just paint it because it matches so closely with the floor that I feel like it's kind of weird. But anyway, I just got that sitting there, and then this is actually for our Blink cameras that we have outside, but that's for now. And then my desk I have facing this way, which I think I actually prefer, honestly, because it gives me a little bit more space. But I didn't have like the best place to put my walking pad, so it's kind of like diagonally in the floor right now. But I do think I am going to end up getting one like my friend Rose. Hers is actually like half the size of mine, and it's just a lot more compact, and I feel like it's gonna be a lot better to have for the most part. So I'm probably gonna get one like hers eventually, because I think hers is like 150 right now. So maybe eventually I'll get one of those. And then I have this bookshelf here that I've got some books on. And then I have my little couch over here. And I have this picture hanging up, and I did change the curtains to these sheer curtains, and I love these a lot more because they have a lot more ability to add natural light, you know. And then I wanted to put my little key like directly above those two latches for the door, but it just, the studs were not agreeing with how I wanted to put that, so I just put it like a little bit off-centered. But I actually kind of love the way that key looks above the door, so I want to get some more like gold like things like that to just like add like around the room, because I feel like it's just so like, it's just so dark academia-esque. I really like it. And I am gonna paint this room. I just have not decided what the color I wanna paint this room is yet. So I'm leaning towards maybe like a dark chocolate brown or like a dark red or something. I'm not exactly sure yet, but either way, I'll figure it out eventually. I plan to get that done on like winter break, which is kind of like a winter shutdown that the firm that I work for has. So if I have some time, I definitely want to get the paint and paint it then, because I think it would be the perfect time to paint it. And I want to color drench it. If you know what that means that you basically paint the ceiling and everything, the walls. I'll also be painting the doors. So it's just gonna be a task if I ever have to like repaint it. But anyway, for sure, that's what I'm planning on doing. And yeah, so I guess let's go dye our hair, because we gotta get that done, because I feel like I feel a little bit better. I'm also gonna trim my hair. I was gonna get it cut quite short, but I don't really want to go spend the money right now on somebody else to cut it, so I'm just gonna give myself like a nice trim, probably cut like a good maybe like 3 inches off or something myself, because I can do that without any issues. And then trim my face framing pieces. These are way too long again, so I need to cut these up to here probably, and then just get that fixed. And then I think yeah, we should be pretty good there. And then after that, I'm probably just gonna hang out for the rest of the night. But I do tomorrow, really, unless I decide to do it today, like for some reason, if I get an itch to do it today, we'll see. I have not fixed the touch-up spots for the ceiling in here yet, and in the kitchen that I told you guys about where I got paint on the ceiling. So I really want to get that fixed, because I would love to be done completely painting this kitchen, like for real. So 100% that's on my list this weekend, so we'll see. But it is the weekend before Thanksgiving, so I have to go tomorrow to get ingredients for Thanksgiving. I'm not hosting it this year. Next year though, we're gonna host Thanksgiving at my new house, and I'm so excited about it. But this year my mom is hosting, so I am gonna be driving to her house for Thanksgiving. So I've got to go get ingredients and stuff to do that. And yeah, that's pretty much how that's going. But yeah, for the most part, that's all the updates for now. And I'll show you guys, oh wait, I am gonna show you guys the garage, because we're not done, right? But we are working on it, and you're gonna see lots of holes in the wall, because Nathan and I had the hardest time trying to find the right way to put this cage up because of all the studs and all the pipes and everything that we have in these walls. So we had to be very careful. But I am gonna show you the color, because we have painted it a little bit. We haven't finished it completely, but we're gonna actually paint the ceiling in here too. So we're not worried about it being like on the ceiling. But look, I do love the color. Okay, it's like a space gray is what it's called, but it's really like almost blue. It's really pretty. And then this is the fold-in cage that we got by Rogue Fitness. We actually found this. We were originally gonna buy this like brand new, but we found it on Marketplace, and somebody was selling it for like way cheaper. So we got it off Marketplace. And then we also have this functional trainer right here as well. It still has to be drilled into the wall, so like I have not been able to lift weights yet, but we are getting it together, guys. It's slowly but surely gonna get together, and then we're gonna have to go back over this and paint all these holes, but I think it's gonna look really nice once we get everything done. And then it's basically gonna be like a Rogue gym for the most part, because we even have the Rogue bench and a lot of Rogue like weights and stuff. So the functional trainer, however, is Titan Fitness, because the Rogue one was like real expensive. So, but anyway, just wanted to show you guys that really quick, because I don't think I've showed you the garage like thus far, and the rest of it is kind of a shit show. We're working on it, but we've got to get it organized for sure this weekend. But yeah, I just wanted to give you that update, and yeah, so let's go dye our hair and cut it and get all that stuff going. All right, you guys pretty much know the drill by now. We are gonna dye this mess, but first, I'm probably gonna cut it first and then I'm gonna dye it. Oh, you can really see it in here. Like, look at that. It looks like almost like a freaking balayage, but like a bad one. And it's so crazy because like when my hair is actually like fixed, you can't really like see it for the most part. So it's just like one of those things. But in the midst of this, I got 3 boxes because I was like, we are not going to have to worry this time about like running out of hair dye or not having enough to coat every single inch. But also, I may not even need that much because I am going to chop off quite a bit. Maybe actually like up to here. I have like the shortest pieces I have come up to here, so maybe I'll just cut those ones because, or even do like, I don't know, maybe like a unicorn cut. I don't know if I want to do that because that sounds like a lot of work, honestly, and like I don't really want to do that. So I'm probably just gonna chop off like just about this much for the most part on both ends and then go from there. And I think that'll probably solve like a lot of issues that I have with it anyway, because it hasn't grown back out fully. Well, yeah, it totally has. I was gonna say fully from when I last cut it, but it's touching my butt again, so most definitely has. My hair just grows really freaking fast. Like I don't know. I pretty much had really long hair for as long as I can remember now, but I am really itching to cut it all the way up to, not like a bob, but like right above like chest length pretty much, like up to here, because I know how much better it would curl up and how much easier it would be to deal with and like all that stuff. So I'm highly considering it, but then every time I highly consider it, I think about how I love to braid my hair, and like I think I only braided it like a couple of times this year, maybe like 10 times this whole year. So I can't really say that it's because I love to braid it, I would say, because at this point we're past that. Like I can still braid it when it's shorter, just it won't be as pretty of a braid, you know what I mean? So anyway, we're gonna divide it, part it, and then go ahead and dye it after we cut it. So this is the color I got. I got darkest platinum brown, which pretty much says it's gonna make it black for the most part, which is basically, like, I don't know why this even says brown. It's definitely black in my opinion. And I got 3 boxes. And this is the Olea brand. The Olea brand is the best brand for people that are allergic to PPD, in my opinion. Sorry, Nathan just took a shower, so like the shower automatically like comes back on. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm probably just gonna time lapse this. It's just gonna be so much faster, and like you guys just don't want to sit through all of it, you know what I mean? So we're gonna time lapse it, but yeah, let's go ahead and get going. It's gonna hurt because I gotta detangle it, and I'm not happy about that. It's not gonna be fun, so yeah. Okay, I changed my mind. I don't know why I said I was gonna cut my hair first. I'm gonna cut my hair after, because if I'm not supposed to wet it like before I dye it, so it's gonna be a lot easier to cut it afterwards when it's already wet, so that's what we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start dyeing it. I've just gotta get the stuff prepped and ready, but we are actually gonna do this on the floor because your girl is not about to get hair dye on anything in this house. I legit have a drop cloth on the floor right now. These came from U-Haul. A funny story about that actually. So normally you don't end up with these unless you like pay for them because like you didn't return them. But I guess the girl was like, I don't know if she was getting fired or quitting or what, but she gave Nathan a whole bunch and didn't charge him for them. And she was like, yeah, you don't have to bring them back, don't, I don't care. And then she also gave him 2 plants, and we were like, okay, well, she was probably about to lose her job, or, you know, just, I don't know. But we weren't complaining, so we have a lot of those drop cloths. I actually use a lot of those for painting, and then I'm using it now also for dyeing my hair, because legit, you're gonna need it for this. But yeah. Actually, I don't know why I said that I was gonna do this on the floor, because how the hell am I gonna do this on the floor if I have to see myself in the mirror? I'm dumb. Okay, well, we're partially gonna be doing this on the floor. I'm gonna put the bottles on the floor and then pick them up that way, because I don't wanna sit anything on this, but then again, I could just, I don't know, we'll figure it out, but we're gonna get started. is fully coated, so I only ended up using 2 bottles. I'll probably save the third one for touch-ups if I need to do touch-ups, because I noticed last time I missed some spots. So this time I'm hoping that I am avoiding that and not missing any spots. But just in case, I saved that one last bottle and left it unopened, so that way I can just kind of do touch-ups if need be. But I will say I did a pretty good job about not getting it anywhere, at least until I took the gloves off, and then I got it on the sink, but I wiped it off very quickly and that was good. So yeah, just to make sure though, I'm just gonna go over this because I do not want to stain any brand new things. Like my brand new house, you know. But yeah, hair dye is always like a really risky game to do, honestly, especially if you're not getting it professionally done at a salon. Very risky. So I'm just gonna wait the 30 minutes and then I will wash it out and come back and cut it and show you guys what it looks like. But I mean, at this point I feel like you kind of have seen my hair every time I dye it, so it's not like it'll be that different than usual. But yeah, anyway, BRB. Apparently, it's a very gloomy day outside again, which really sucks because I feel like we've had like gloomy days all week, and then of course, you know, it's daylight savings time too, so like seasonal depression is trying to peak at this point. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can't wait for the sun to come back out and for things to be better that way. So anyway, I want to show you guys my hair. So this is how my hair turned out. It pretty much looks black for the most part. It will, you know, lighten up as it always does, but anyway, I think it looks really good. Nathan says he likes it too, so he's coming around finally. He says that my black hair is growing on him, so that's good. Not that it really mattered anyway, but yeah, so I think I got mostly all the pieces. There are a couple I do see every now and then that are not as like dark as the other pieces, so I don't know, but like it's not like a huge noticeable difference like it was the last time I did it, so I think it'll probably be fine. But yeah, I think it looks good though.